About 2 years ago, I dropped out of college. I was a business finance major.
Hey, my name is Shane Stouffer. I'm a business finance major. I chose to be a business finance major because since a young age, I've always had a passion for money.
My GPA was a 1.6, and I decided, this isn't for me. I'm no good at this. I don't like doing this. I'm moving on to better and greater things. Fast forward 5 months after I dropped out of college, I hadn't done that much dope at all. Mostly just a ton of drugs and more drugs. I don't know. Technically, when you really crunch the numbers, I found myself addicted to drugs and homeless. I didn't do anything except for party and derp around all the time. My parents cut me off financially, so what did I do? I went back knocking on my old frat's door. Hey guys, you know that stinky old storage closet that you guys got downstairs? I was wondering if I could move into the storage closet, and that's where a lot of you guys met me. That's where I started posting my first YouTube videos.
I've not cleaned my room since last weekend when we were all drinking, and everyone for some reason likes to hang out in my tiny room. Laundry, clean clothes, dirty clothes, vitamins, bed. This is our bathroom. You know how it goes. Not too bad. Got the eggs cooking. But you know, this is just not ideal for meal prep.
And over the last 14 months, my life has changed dramatically. I went from abusing steroids, addicted to drugs, addicted to gambling, broke. 14 months later, now I'm still addicted to steroids, addicted to drugs, addicted to gambling, but I'm not broke. In all seriousness, in the last 14 months, my life has changed dramatically. It feels like I've been able to do any and everything that I want. I've made over $10 million. I've retired my parents. I bought my first house. I bought my dream car. I bought a iced out chain with my name on it. How cool is that? Togi chain. Where's this? Over here. I don't know. Like a patizzard. I've met so many incredible people that I look up to. I've gotten the opportunity to meet and hang out with. Even a few of them I call my really good friends now. It really feels like I finally got my closure. The old me always dreamt of this life, and now we're here. As you grow, your dreams evolve, so now I want bigger and better things. But as far as what that old me wanted, in just 14 months, I checked off every single box that I could ever dream of, and significantly more. And for something that spectacular to happen in such a short period of time, it wasn't by accident. And a lot of people ask me what the secret sauce was. What exactly was the secret juicer to get you from there to here? A lot of people have these crazy big dreams, but they just cannot seem to connect the bridge from current to dreams, you know? Because dreams, it can't be a reality, it's just one of those. That's just gotta happen. It's, you know, pretty simple equation. You guys know I'm nothing special. I am the most normal frat dude, like, no special talents, not very smart. Well, technically 79. 79! Oh my God, there's no way I got 79. But it's neither here nor there. Wasn't very popular, not good in social situations, like, you name it. Everything I am bad at. But somehow I pulled it off. So today, here I am, putting you guys on the game. What exactly did I do to get there? Here we have 20 ideas that I adapted that changed my life. It only takes one good year. If you adapt these ideas today, I truly believe that you can do anything and everything that you want over the course of the next 365 days. Eric, you know what I'm saying? Swing! Without further ado, welcome to... You know, a lot of people don't like the gambling steroid stuff. I think no matter who you are as a female, male, MILF, super MILF, super sexy teacher, MILFs that, you know, mostly if you're, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Book of Togi. Book of Togi. Book of Togi. So Sometimes people get crazy lucky and people look at them and they're jealous. Why did that person deserve that success? A great example is the Haktua girl. I got no fade against the Haktua girl, but we're just gonna use her as an example. The Haktua girl was a dumb bar out one night and she got interviewed, said spit on that thing, whatever. Overnight, successful, millionaire. Everyone for months is hating on Haktua because she has the dream life, while I'm slaving away to get where I want. Why did she get it handed to her? That's bullshit, because she got it handed to her. But that's the thing, you can't trick the universe. You can't become successful on borrowed effort. When you find success and you have not put in the trials in order to deserve that success, the universe will come crashing down on you. So we circle back to the Haktua girl. Overnight success, but she was successful on borrowed effort. 2 months later, she does whatever, a cryptocurrency scam, and her entire career, entire life is ruined. Now, as of today, nobody would trade their life for Haktua's. Why did that happen to her? Because she did not put in the trials for her success, and now this is her trials. Now she's going through some shit. And one day, I think she will be back with real success. And that's a good point. If your life is shitty right now, that's a good thing. You are currently putting in the trials for your future success so that you are prepared. You have put in the work. You have gone through the shit. You've gone through the thick of it, so you deserve your future success. And when you have your future success, it will be real. Another good example is myself. When I was 18 years old, I made $900,000. I was doing high leverage Bitcoin and Ethereum trading, got super lucky, made $900,000, dropped out of college. I was successful. I didn't earn that success. I was lucky. 8 months later, I had blown all my money. I owed the IRS $250,000 because apparently drugs and vacations don't count as a tax write-off, which is bull. For the record, 100% that should have been a tax write-off. But either way, I blew that money on cars, drugs, private jets, and now all of a sudden I have no skills, no job, no money, and a nasty addiction. Yikes. Before I went broke, everyone thought I was sick, and then after that, after I went broke, nobody thought I was dope. Oh, haha, look at Togi, what a idiot. Don't worry about what others have. Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side because the grass is fake. You never know what somebody actually has. So if you're wasting all your energy and your time worried about, oh, this is bullshit, they have this, they have that, why don't I have the XYZ? You're wasting your time on somebody that might have fake grass. And finally, when you do find success, because you will, stay vigilant and stay humble, because you never know. Sometimes if you have success and it was a little too easy, it's hard to see at the time. Again, when I was 18, I thought I made all that money because I was smart, because I was good at cryptocurrency trading. Classic Dunning-Kruger effect. If you guys aren't familiar with the Dunning-Kruger effect, it's when you first embark on something, about 2 to 4 weeks in, you feel like you know everything about it. And then as you learn more and more about whatever it is you're diving into, you realize you don't know about it. But a lot of people get stuck at the top of the Dunning and then they get Krugered. I think that's why it's called the Dunning-Kruger. Dunning-Kruger. You don't want to get Krugered and you don't want to stay at the Dunning. You have to stay humble because it might not be what you think. I'm being a total hypocrite by saying that because I have always consistently throughout my life flexed earlier than I should have, and I get humiliated for it every single time. So I'm just telling you guys, don't do the same mistake as me, because I played myself. If you do find success and it was a little too easy, you're not guaranteed to fail. You just have to stay humble and grateful for what you have. If when I was 18, I stayed humble, said, okay, I probably made all this money from crypto because I got lucky. So I should back off, I should learn, grow other businesses, practice my skills, save, invest this 900,000 and not blow it on cars because I think unlimited money is coming my way. Then we would be in a much better situation. I could have been set for life when I was 20, but when I was 20, I was broke with a addiction. The only difference was I wasn't humble. Massive difference in the output of your life. All right, moving on.
A lot of people have these massive daydreams, you know, they daydream about whatever their dream life looks like. It feels so real that they can taste it. But for some reason, they believe that they're destined for a mediocre, a subpar life. The irrational idea that other people are more capable, fundamentally better, fundamentally luckier, and are more deserving to operate at a high level. The haves versus the have-nots. Some people have XYZ, and I am a have-not because I'm not lucky enough, I'm not skilled enough, I'm not talented enough. But you have to ask yourself, what's more likely? Are these people fundamentally more capable than me, or have I not tried enough? Do I not have the right mindset towards it? I mean, look at me, for example. I have clocked in IQ on paper, which I think my IQ is way higher than this, but it's neither here nor there. According to the doctors, my IQ is 79, and I made over $10 million last year. I bet you could think of, off the top of your head, 10 celebrities that you believe are an idiot, but they have more than you. And there's hundreds of celebrities. There's millions of people on this planet, not just celebrities operating at the highest level, but think about even in high school. There's a ton of your peers that started with less than you, but they got that promotion. They're operating at a higher level than you. Do not save your dreams for somebody else to do. Every single day you wake up and somebody that had less than you ends up with more than you. And that should drive you insane. Watching somebody steal your dreams, watching somebody live their dreams for you is the ultimate form of regret. Why not you? You have the tools, you have the brain power, you have the abilities, you are more than capable to conquer the world, but for some reason, you're stuck in this irrational box of beliefs that you're destined for being fucking mediocre. I've never once in my life met a loser, like a true, genuine deadbeat that's never gonna amount to anything. What do I mean by this? If you have ever made someone laugh, you're funny. If you have ever woken up at 7 a.m., 7 days in a row, worked a 40, 50, 60-hour week, if you've ever worked a 60-hour week, you know how to work hard. I've never worked a 60-hour week, so you're outperforming me and most influencers on the hard work front. If you have ever dreamt so big that you can taste it, if you can vividly see your daydream so clearly that it feels real, then you know how to harness the law of attraction. A lot of people have a hard time grasping the law of attraction, even though it's within you. So what I'm saying is, everyone is phenomenal, everyone is incredible at many things, but at least one thing you are the best at. At least one thing you can be the best at. But a lot of people, when they aren't where they want to be in life and they're in the wrong circle, they get in a lot of negative thoughts of like, oh, I'm not good at anything, I'm a piece of shit. But you just haven't found your value yet. You're made of gold, but sometimes gold isn't useful when you're trying to build a hammer. Does that make sense? I don't know if that metaphor made like perfect one-to-one sense, but the idea is that you're just in the wrong circle, in the wrong place, doing the wrong things. You know what your passions are, you know what you're good at, but now you're still studying accounting, failing your accounting test, and then your professor tells you that you're a idiot because, oh my God, you got a 23%, Togi, you're an idiot. I'm not a idiot, I'm just not meant to be doing accounting. Some people are and they're great at it, but why are they laughing at you for being bad at it when it's clearly not your skill? So wake up, choose to embark on the activities that you are incredible at. A lot of people say, okay, I got this passion, but how am I gonna make any bread off of it? I can't make any money off of my passion of knitting. And what I'm telling you is you're wrong. Don't worry about the money and the money will come. Every and any skill can be turned into a career. For example, the homie that filmed Free Solo, the most goated rock climber of all time. I guarantee you that motherfucker did not look at a rock one day and said, I'm gonna climb this to money. He said, I'm gonna climb this rock because I love climbing rocks. Not my thing. But who am I to judge? It's his life, not mine. Why would he ever listen to somebody else saying, don't climb on that rock, that's stupid, you're never gonna make no money? He said, I'm gonna climb this rock because I love climbing on rocks. He's a multi-millionaire on accident because one day he decided, I'm gonna climb up this rock better and faster and riskier than anyone else ever climbed up this rock. If you're too concerned about the money now, you're gonna be led towards an unfulfilling path. There's more lucrative activities than climbing on rocks. At the start, before you're great, we can circle back to the accounting. Accountants or whatever make good money, but if you're not passionate about it, you're gonna burn the out and you're gonna be operating at about 20% of your fullest effort, your fullest potential on that endeavor because you don't like accounting. But if you're able to operate at 80 to 100% of whatever you're doing, you're gonna be able to be the top 1% of that niche. And then that's where the real money comes. So don't worry about the money now. Focus on becoming great at what you love, and the money will come, I promise you.
Oh my god, are we really gonna have this dog yelling at us for this whole thing? That's gonna be a huge problem. Don't be so scared of your dreams, because they're not that scary. I want to go to the MLB, I want to be the president, XYZ. Like when you were a kid, when you were in 6th grade, everybody has these insane visions. They seem so realistic. When you're in 6th grade, you think you can conquer the world. All of a sudden you grow up, you're 18, and that spark is completely gone. What changed? Think about it this way. If you set up a 1 foot wide plank and laid it across the floor, you could walk across that thing 1,000 out of 1,000 times. But if you took that exact same plank and put it 1,000 feet in the air, 99% of people are gonna fall because you're too busy looking down. What if I fall? If I fall, I'm totally Most people aren't even gonna try and cross that beam when it's 1,000 feet in the air because you're too worried about what if it goes wrong. Even though the task itself, cross that skinny mother is not that difficult. Why are you so focused on what could go wrong when everything could go right? By nature, the journey is intimidating. It's built in. That's how it should be. No movie would be exciting if it wasn't, oh, what if he falls off that beam? What if he falls off the bridge and dies? If every movie was super easy, I'm not gonna watch that movie if the protagonist just gets the loot at the start of the movie. That'd be the worst movie of all time. It's supposed to be scary. That's why it's incredible. It's supposed to be scary. You're supposed to risk everything, and you're meant to accomplish it. It's like the movies, I'm telling you. And you're like, oh, life's not a movie. It's just like a movie. Your life, you should treat your life like a movie, and you're the main character, because that's all it really is. Do you really think that if you were the main character of a movie, are you destined to sit at a desk job for 8 hours a day? Everybody else's opinions, what everyone else is doing, because you're the main character of your movie. And I'm telling you guys, you're meant to succeed. Oh my god, you're meant to succeed. It drives me mad just thinking about how many people don't truly believe that they can succeed. The task itself is not that hard. Crossing the beam is not that hard, guys, I promise you. Okay, let's put it this way. The beam, sure, not the best comparison in the world, because that's not one-to-one, you know? Realistically, life is not walking across a beam. Let me put into real terms how easy your dreams are. The WNBA gets 50 million unique viewers a year. The WNBA! Have you ever in your entire life watched a WNBA game? Another example, Scrub Daddy. You guys know that sponge with the smiley face on it? It's like $1 billion company, Scrub Daddy. We're talking about, think about what that is. Scrub Daddy, Scrub Daddy. We're talking about a sponge in which you scrub. But I guess this sponge is extra special. The point being is that people will watch anything. People will consume anything. 8 billion, I think, maybe 9, who the f knows who the f is. Billions of people on this planet, and you don't think 100,000 are gonna be your fan? 100,000 won't buy your product? 100,000 won't support you? That's literally like 1/50,000th of a percent. That math was off the top of my head. It's not important. I think you guys get the idea of that chapter. A lot of people want to work hard for a medal, put work in, and they want to receive something for their work immediately. Good job, you worked, immediate results. That's why jobs are so popular, because you put in 5 hours work and you get 5 hours of pay. But that's always dog shit. You're always capped at a certain something. Success happens behind closed doors. Nobody will be there on the journey. It's you versus you. No one is going to save you except for you. It's on you. You have to work hard, not for a medal, but you're working hard to pay your dues. You're putting in this sweat equity so that later in life, you never have to look at the ceiling and ask, what if? It's not about the recognition. It's not about the medal. It's about you. And you know exactly what it takes. Everybody knows what a hard day of work feels like. Everyone knows what it feels like to go to the gym and work your off, and afterwards, you know exactly what that feeling is. When you truly work hard, everyone at some point, but most people have that kind of moment once a month. You know truly what it takes, and it's hard. But if you think the price of being successful is too high, wait until you're served the bill for regret.
You don't have a choice here. You have to put in the something. If you don't feel like you're worth something, or you don't think you can pull something off, start by getting jacked, because that's the most linear progression of you're going every single day, you work out, and you go home, and 3 days later, you worked out every day, you look the exact same, but you show up every single day, and over the course of 2 years, now you have built something. Now people are asking you, how did you do that? It's the best example of you put in work and then you get something spectacular out of it that you can simply by not working the smartest, not being the best at anything, by showing up every single day, you will get the results. When you work behind closed doors, progress is being made. There's just no congratulations until the end. On your journey, you'll get no congratulations until you're done. Then everyone says, oh, he was lucky. They never saw the hundreds of hours while they were out at the bars, getting drunk, doing whatever, where you were locked in your room, stuck with your thoughts, stuck with your ideas, working on yourself. That's just part of the process. And it gets lonely. It gets very, very lonely. Loyalty versus success. A lot of people say you're an average of the 5 people that you hang out with most. And I think that's somewhat true, but mostly bull. A lot of people, I saw Luke Belmar tweet talking about you need to get rid of the friends that are losers, the friends that are dragging you down. A lot of people say you should be the least successful in the room so that way you can build up. You can learn from these people, become more successful. They're gonna bring you up with you. That makes you a leech and a coward. Getting rid of your loser friends. Your loser friends that have been with you since day one, since you were in 8th grade. You're gonna bail on that motherfucker because he's not working hard enough so you can go suck some rich dude's and try and leech your way to success. That's you can't do it on your own, so you need to ride the coattails of more successful people and leave your real friends who have real loyalty, real respect for you, real connection, real love. You're trying to become successful for the wrong reasons. You can think of at least 2, 3 of your friends that aren't like, bummer, they're not gonna cut the chut. They're losers, whatever. They drink too much, they party too much, they don't work hard. That doesn't mean you get to leave them in the dust. Don't forget who was there when you had nothing. Don't forget who's with you now. If you have nothing now and they're with you and they fuck with you, if these people love you for you, when you have something or in the pursuit of something, you don't get to forget about that. Never forget, loyalty always over money. Become successful and then lead them to water. Provide them all the tools that you can to make sure that they build their own success. Because that's what it's all about. The bros getting rich and famous. The bros getting rich and moving to Monaco together. If you're a billionaire and all you have is fake billionaire friends, there's no point of being a billionaire. You're gonna be depressed. Let's not forget the fucking point is getting rich with our friends, bro. Every dude has dreamt of driving up the canyon. Everyone's in the dream car. He's got the GT34 RS or whatever. He's got the Lamborghini. He's got the Bugatti, and you're all just. That's one of the coolest things ever. That's what it's all. That's one of the best experiences ever is experiencing success, nothing to everything with your best friends, because without your best friends, you're at a certain point you lose a piece of you. Don't do to impress others to get into that more successful circle. You and your friends are the main character of your own movie. It's your circle. So you guys should be the most successful. Do the craziest do everything and anything you wanted. Everybody else is doing. Oh, but my friends are dragging me down because they're always inviting me to go drink, go do some bullshit. Real love, real friendship includes the understanding when you say no and you have to bail on it. Trust me, I've been in the frat with my best friends. I've had my door broken into while they're drinking and I'm working. And they're with me, my work, but that's real love. Dude, sometimes you just gotta say no 700 times. Sometimes you have to punch one of your homies in the face to get them to shut the you go to the bars, I'm gonna work. And they will eventually understand that. Real friends want to see other friends succeed. A lot of people feel the feeling of friendship when somebody is dragging them to the bars with them because you feel like, oh yeah, they wanna drink with me. They like me a lot because they wanna drink with me. You have to be careful. It's either friendship, that person really wants to hang out with you, or mediocrity loves company. They want to drag you down with them. They're insecure that they're going to the bars for the 17th weekend in a row, not getting anything done with their spare time, so they're like, holy shit,
He's doing something with his life. He's becoming better. Let me drag him out. Let me make him worse. Let me make sure he stays on my level because now I'm not insecure. If everybody stays on my level, if we're all just nice and mediocre, then none of us are mediocre. Then it's the norm. Then we're all happy because no one excels. Mediocrity loves company. So don't forget that. Your real friends want you to succeed. The people that just can't understand your dreams, the people that just no matter what cannot get it through their head, those are the people that are jealous, subconsciously or not. A laugh doesn't create love. A good memory doesn't create love. Love is created from unconditional support, unconditional desire to see that person win. Even if it means you have to punch him in the face so that you don't, to get your racked friend out of your room because he really wants you to do just a boing. When your homie comes into the room at 4 a.m., just do a boing and you're working. Sometimes you gotta punch it, it's alright, dude. A lot of people want you to win until you're winning more than them. The second you're more than them, more successful than them, they're jealous and they want you to fall back to lower than them. You should be rooting for all of your friends to be 10 times more successful than you. If you follow this whole book, you'll be so confident and so happy on your own path that if somebody else has more than you, it doesn't matter. If somebody else that means a lot to you, one of your best friends, has more than you, it's a good thing. It doesn't matter because you're happy with yourself. You're happy that they're winning. Sometimes you do have a genuine friendship and you let ego and insecurity ruin a genuine friendship because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not on your own path. So you let your own ego eat you from the inside out, reflecting your own insecurities onto your friend. So don't be a coward, nerd. Don't expect anything and you will receive everything. Drop any expectations of what it should be. It's your reality, not mine. It's your life. I'm just a random internet dude on your screen and you are living your life, not whatever you think your life should be. What is your life? Sometimes you gotta take a step back and soak it all in. Just smell the grass sometimes. It's beautiful. And whether you like to admit it or not, you have so many blessings. When you expect too much stuff, you lose touch with gratitude. And here's the problem. When you're not grateful for your blessings that you do have, God will take them away. The universe will take them away from you. Andrew Tate said this once. If I were to give you a Ferrari and 1 year later you come back and the Ferrari hasn't been serviced, scratches all over it, on the inside, it just looks terrible, I would never give you a Ferrari again. I'd be like, I just gave you a blessing and you treat it like shit. And on the other hand, if you came back and the Ferrari was in perfect condition, maintained well, I'd be like, damn, that was a good gift. I'm happy to give you more. It's the same way with the universe, with God. He gives us all blessings, and if you're not grateful for what you do have, you're not gonna get any more. If you wonder why you're not lucky, it's because you're not grateful for what you do have. And if you're always unlucky, it's because you're not grateful for what you do have. So what you have gets taken away from you. You know, a lot of people aren't grateful for until it's gone, and then it's a bummer because it's gone. A lot of people like to play the victim. Shut the it pisses me the You are blessed beyond your wildest imagination. The guy walking wishes he had a bike. The guy biking wishes he had a van. The guy with the van wishes he had a sports car. The guy with the sports car wishes that he had a supercar. The guy with the supercar, 40 years old, looks at the 16-year-old that's walking and thinks, damn, I wish I had more time. If you look around enough, everybody will have something that you don't have that you want. And if you're too busy looking around at what you want, you're never gonna appreciate what you have, and then you never lived. That's a big thing I've struggled with over the last year and a half. I've seen a ton of success. My life was getting exponentially better, and I was getting exponentially less happy. Why is that? Because I was too obsessed with more. I was too obsessed with, he has a Lamborghini, I need it, I need it, I need more, I need more. And I never soaked it in, I never got the opportunity, and I regret that. The content that you consume will devour your unique identity. A good example of this is when Andrew Tate first went viral. He took over the internet. Andrew Tate took over the internet, but all of a sudden, you have millions of people copy and paste Andrew Tate. What Andrew Tate said was like the
What Andrew Tate would say, Andrew Tate's ideas was like the Bible to these people. And sure, Andrew Tate has a lot of valuable things to say. You shouldn't be obsessed with him. If you spend too long thinking about Andrew Tate's ideas, then you lose touch with your own and you become a wannabe Andrew Tate. And the time will question, what does it mean to be happy? I think to be happy is to experience this universe as your genuine, unique self, bringing your unique identity, sharing that with others, making genuine connections with friends, having new, genuine, exciting ideas. And it sounds kind of corny, but being yourself. That's why the planet is so beautiful. There's 8 billion unique identities all in one mixing pot. But so many people's identities get stripped and lost because they're too scared of their own thoughts. Thinking can be extremely terrifying. So they're too busy letting Andrew Tate think for them, letting XYZ do the thinking for them. And that is the death of you. A lot of people die when they're 15. All of their ideas are never brought to fruition, never shared with the universe, and it's all because of the content that they are consuming. A lot of people ask, Togi, how did you go viral so fast, right? It's pretty simple. When I first started, I'm horrible about this now, but when I first started making content, I stopped watching content. I stopped consuming content entirely. I only had TikTok for the purpose of posting, because that way there was no outside ideas infecting my mind. I could bring something unique. I would sit there in my own chamber of reflection and come up with my own ideas and bring these to the world. There was no copying. Everything Togi ever did, 100% unique. And when you put something unique out to the world, people watch. It's new. There's so many copycats when there's something new, a new product, new idea, everybody flocks. There's so many people that's like, I want to be the next Togi. I want to be the next Andrew Tate. I want to be the next Jake Paul. It's never gonna work to be the next something. You're the next you. That's incredible. You can conquer the world being the next you. You don't have to be the next Togi, next Andrew Tate. That doesn't make any sense. Why would that? You're the next Durkashmerger. And why is it so common for people to let their unique ideas and identity be drowned out? Is because thinking is scary. Your own thoughts are very terrifying. It's a lot easier to mindlessly scroll. If you have found yourself having a hard time having unique thoughts or getting in touch with your own ideas, you know, you can't sit there without scrolling. This is a good practice, and I stole this one from Zerka. The human mind is meant to think. You were born to think, but you have to let yourself think. But you don't have to force it. You don't have to sit there. A lot of people sit there and they're so worked up, like, come on, go, go, go. You don't have to force it. You're just not giving your brain the opportunity. So this is the practice. You start by taking any household object, right? Take this bracelet. It's a pretty basic bracelet, whatever. But if I stare at this bracelet for 5 minutes, the first 3 minutes are gonna be unbearable and boring. But then at 3, 4, 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, I never realized about this. This is interesting, never realized about that, about the bracelet. And then all of a sudden you're realizing these insane things about the item that you're staring at that you would have never realized otherwise. You didn't force it, you just let it happen. And that's your mind opening up. You feel like a superhuman. Like, try it right now. Pause this video and try it and then come back. And that's just the first step. Now, step 2, go on a drive. You get in the car, no music, nothing. You go on a 2-hour-long drive. The driving is just enough stimulation so that you're not so bored where you have to quit, have to scroll, you don't want to kill yourself. The driving, you know, focusing on the road, just enough stimulation, but then you're thinking for hours and hours. You know, a lot of people say, my best shots are in the shower. Shower thoughts. The only reason shower thoughts are a thing is because that's the only time in the day most people aren't distracted by something significant. Just water over you, and then you're thinking for 5 minutes. And you have incredible ideas in just that 5 minutes. Imagine if you gave it more time. Now, you just stare at nothing. You close your eyes, you stare at a wall, and let yourself think for 10, 15 minutes a day. Your life will change. That's how you get in touch with your identity, your mind, your ideas. That's how you come up with something incredible. If you feel stuck, it's not because you're an idiot. It's not because you don't have good ideas. You're not letting your mind open up. It's the most powerful thing this universe has ever created. Science cannot comprehend the human brain, and it will never be able to comprehend the human brain. It is too incredible. It's too powerful. All you have to do is let it work. It takes like 10 minutes to boot up. So every day, just get into practice of this. Stare at a wall. But again, it's not easy. A lot of people just hope. They just wait for an idea to pop in their head, something to happen. They're like, why is my depression not going away? Why do I feel so stuck? I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for something. I'm stuck. I'm waiting. You have to put conscious effort in. And it's harder than it looks. If you paused the video back then and looked at your lighter for 5 minutes, you realize, holy, first 3 minutes I really was struggling. People go, oh, I'm so ADHD, I can't stay focused. No, you are just a idiot, bro. You're not ADHD. Okay, and that's why ADHD and depression are linked, in my opinion. Because most of those cases of the people that have ADHD and depression aren't real. It's people that think they have ADHD because they can't focus because they don't put in the effort to focus, and then they're depressed because they feel stuck because they have no genuine ideas, they have no thoughts alone, they have no time to work on themselves mentally, no time to output creative ideas. That's a depressing existence. Money comes and go, muscles come and go, relationships, they come and go. The only thing in this life that you cannot get back is your time. It's so easy to waste time. It feels like we have unlimited time until you're out of time. Think about it on a smaller scale. COVID was 5 years ago. That went by, that time went by in nothing, and you have to look back and reflect, what did you really get done in that 5 years? Did you progress as much as you would hope to in the next 5 years? During COVID, you got whatever you got done, and me personally, I was not happy with that time. And then you have to take a look. What do I need to change? What am I doing with my time? What am I really doing with my time? You have to pay attention. Say you take weekends off, completely wasted. You know, you smoke weed, watch Rick and Morty all day long. Seems innocent, but that's 104 days a year. Since COVID, that's 500 days. That's over 1% of your life wasted on just COVID weekends. 1% of your life and maybe 4% of your prime. It's a very common question. If I give you $1 billion, would you be happy? And everyone's like, yeah, of course I'd be stoked if I give you if you gave me $1 billion. Why not? But then I ask, if I give you $1 billion, but you only have 24 hours left to live, will you take it? And everyone's like, absolutely not. So the opportunity to wake up tomorrow is priceless. That time, that 24 hours is worth more than $1 billion. Pay attention to how productive really is inactivity. If you go to work for whatever, 9 to 5, you go to work for 9 hours, that time feels very productive, but it wasn't truly productive for you. All you were doing was making someone else richer. You were putting in conscious effort towards their goals. Every second we spend doing a job, doing something for someone else, trying to impress someone else, that's a huge one, is going to be an unfulfilling activity. That is a waste of your time. And that brings up a really, really good point. Do not try and impress anybody. This was the #1 reason I wasn't happy in high school, is because I was too busy trying to impress everybody. If you're authentic to yourself and you just do things that you enjoy, the real ones will find you, and then you'll have an incredible group of friends that love you for you. If you go out and every day you go to school and you have to spend 8 hours putting on a mask, putting on a costume, trying to pretend to be someone else, that's a long time to not be feeding your soul. That's a long time to not be in touch with yourself. I think a lot of people spend 99% of their time doing something for someone else and they don't even really realize it. And that's when you feel lost. You spend too much time wearing a mask and all of a sudden you get lost, your own identity gets lost with the mask.